No dream is too big. No challenge is too great. Nothing we want for our future is beyond our reach. Sometimes, by losing a battle, you find a new way to win the war. I try to learn from the past, but I plan for the future by focusing exclusively on the present. That's where the fun is. As long as you're going to be thinking anyway, think big. Show me someone without an ego, and I'll show you a loser. Criticism is easier to take when you realize that the only people who aren't criticized are those who don't take risks. Nothing great in the world has been accomplished without passion. When you are wronged repeatedly, the worst thing you can do is continue taking it. Fight back. Sometimes your best investments are the ones you don't make. What separates the winners from the losers is how a person reacts to each new twist of fate. What's the point of having great knowledge and keeping them all to yourself? I like to think of the word focus as follow one course until successful. Success comes from failure, not from memorizing the right answers. If you're interested in balancing work and pleasure, stop trying to balance them. Instead, make your work more pleasurable. Don't get sidetracked. If you do get sidetracked, get back on track as soon as possible. Ultimately, sidetracking kills you. Remember, there's no such thing as an unrealistic goal, just unrealistic time frames. One of the problems when you become successful is that jealousy and envy inevitably follow. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the ability to act effectively in spite of fear. The harder I work, the luckier I get. When you have momentum going, play the momentum. Money was never a big motivation for me, except as a way to keep score. The real excitement is playing the game. Watch, listen, and learn. You can't know it all yourself. Anyone who thinks they do is destined for mediocrity. My style of deal-making is quite simple and straightforward. I aim very high, and then I just keep pushing and pushing and pushing to get what I'm after. There's an old German proverb to the effect that fear makes the wolf bigger than he is, and that is true. In the end, you're measured not by how much you undertake, but what you finally accomplish. Get going, move forward, aim high, plan a takeoff. Don't just sit on the runway and hope someone will come along and push the airplane. It simply won't happen. Change your attitude and gain some altitude. Believe me, you'll love it up here. Anyone who thinks my story is anywhere near over is sadly mistaken. Partnerships must have loyalty and integrity at their core. Think big. You're going to be thinking anyway, so think big. When somebody challenges you, fight back. Be brutal. Be tough. No dream is too big. No challenge is too great. Nothing we want for our future is beyond our reach. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the ability to act effectively in spite of fear. I'm competitive, and I love to create challenges for myself. Maybe that's not always a good thing. It can make life complicated. The most important thing in life is to love what you're doing, because that's the only way you'll ever be really good at it. A tiny leak can sink a ship. If you're interested in balancing work and pleasure, stop trying to balance them. Instead, make your work more pleasurable. Learn something new every day. Unite to win, divide to conquer. The harder you work, the luckier you get. The worst of times often create the best opportunities to make good deals. Always think positively and expect the best. I discovered, for the first time, but not the last, that politicians don't care too much what things cost. It's not their money. The biggest little thing for entrepreneurs is the lifelong commitment to education. The more predictable the business, the more valuable it is. Focus is essential to success, and successful people are people who can focus. Stay confident even when something bad happens. It's just a bump in the road. It'll pass. Make every day extraordinary, no matter what your job is. Have the courage to speak the truth, to do what is right, and to fight for what you believe. Sometimes, understanding other people's problems is the key to finding opportunities. No dream is too big. No challenge is too great. Nothing we want for our future is beyond our reach. Sometimes, by losing a battle, you find a new way to win the war. I try to learn from the past, but I plan for the future by focusing exclusively on the present. That's where the fun is. As long as you're going to be thinking anyway, think big. If you enjoy our videos, make sure you subscribe and click on the like button for more inspirational quotes.